in conference play. They know you, you know them, and there's always a little trickle of bad blood here and there, particularly when both teams are ranked, as these two are in this one. Welcome to Sooner Nation and Gaylord Family Oklahoma Memorial Stadium. As we'll see, the winners of 3 straight, the Georgia Bulldogs, taking on the 14th ranked team in the land, the Oklahoma Sooners. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started. Georgia likely to kick it deep to get things started. He'll start the return inside his 5. He'll go out of bounds at the 22-yard line, and that's where this offense will take over. Got it behind the line. It's strong. The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage.
He was not fooled on that one. You know, a lot of times you want to buy space, and you throw this route really when it's off coverage, but you could tell the cornerback was up, ready to come, pounce on that screen, and get the tackle for a loss.
Grabbed in the middle. It's high. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line. A first down for the offense. To the ground with the back. And this one will be stopped for no gain. This is the kind of game, a top 25 matchup in the early season, that you look for when you're trying to build your resume.
Yeah, these are so fun because as a player you kind of get bored if you don't get challenged, but when you got an early season challenge like this, all the adrenaline, all the juice, Palmer, you're ready to rock and roll.
I love this. We've had this game circled for a long time because we learn a lot in these types of games. What are these teams about? Which conferences are better? You're going to get a lot of answers today.
And just a short, safe pass play, they pick up a few.
Yeah, and he runs a quick out route, and this is a timing route. Quarterback has to trust him, throw him the football. You can tell they've thrown this a time or two. Nice job, nice success.
Scanning the field, it's Wegman. He'll take a deep shot here. Intercepted, and the first drive ends with a pick. Spins away from the defense.
You know, you would have thought that after having 3 interceptions in their last game, the quarterback would absolutely never throw this guy's way. But here we are. We're in the first drive, and they're trying to be aggressive, and they're attacking one of their best players defensively, and he makes them pay. 4 picks in 2 games. You got to be talking about this guy for the Heisman, right?
Got out of trouble and throws. Makes the catch along the sidelines and steps out of bounds.
They're just trying to sneak the back out to the right side there, but great job tackling on defense against a guy who's hard to bring down once he has the ball in his hand.
This crowd, full throat, splitting the eardrums and letting them know it's going to be a long day. The short hands, it's Humphreys. Finds a crease at the 20. Almost took it all the way there, but it's a huge gain, and they're set up with a first and goal.
And that's the dangerous part about this offense, man. They'll get the ball out to a receiver. They can do that. They can make plays after the catch. Hard to bring down, hard to tackle. That's why this offense can be so explosive.
Grab behind the line. It's Brown. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Love the awareness by the defense here. They're trying to get the running back the ball in space, but the defense was expecting it. They had guys in position. They located the football, and they went and gang tackle.
These fans raising the volume on second and goal. They'll run it to the left, looking for the end zone. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Bulldogs.
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They are going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
And they add the extra point to finish the drive. Coming out with it, it's Thomas. He's brought down to the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. So Oklahoma has it again, and here comes the offense. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here. From the shotgun, the inside give. They shut it down quickly, but he gets 2 out to the 18. In a competitive conference like the SEC, you just can't afford to start 0-1 if you want to chase a championship. Really important to get off to a good start.
No doubt, in the SEC, you've got to set the tone early. It's all about creating momentum out of the gate. Both of these teams had this game circled all offseason, David. They know what's riding on the line.
There's so much riding on the line. Who gets to Atlanta down the road? Bragging rights, recruiting rights, all this stuff. Once you get in conference play, it means a lot every single week.
After the second down misfire, looking at a 3rd and 8. Dropping back, it's Wegman. Pulls it in, it's Kearney. There he goes! That one can really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37.
You know, one of the areas that separate good offensive coordinators from great ones is how efficient their offenses are on 3rd down passing plays. That was the perfect call at the perfect time and obviously executed well.
Fires it down the seam. And this will be caught at the 30. They make the stop with a big pickup thanks to the big arm from the senior quarterback. And the Sooners are rolling down the field. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. Got it into the red zone, dragged down at the 18-yard line. The Sooners with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Running the red zone, it's Tatum. They get him in the backfield, and he loses 3 on the play.
And on that play on the RPO, they had the look they wanted, but up front, they just could not get the job done. You see Lyman losing their one-on-one battles. There was nowhere for that running back to go.
Looking to throw on 3rd. Got it! He gets it in! Touchdown, Oklahoma!
Quarterback's ability to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times, touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Give to Brown. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Great job by the defense. Everybody firing off the ball, hitting their guys, holding their gaps, running to the football, nowhere to go.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Dropping back, it's Bagway. That's caught. It's Humphries. And he's brought down after a nice gain. From the 39-yard line, it's 1st and 10. They'll try the run. Good pickup on that play. It'll bring up 2nd and 4.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
Now this is the way to come out of the gate and set the tone. Back and forth and already inside a minute to go in the first. Back to pass. Caught over the middle. It's Wilson. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down.
Well, I love the job in coverage there. Sure, the guy made the catch, but right away the defender able to bring him down. No possibility of yak on that play.
Georgia ready to dial it up on another first down. Looking to throw on first down. Quickly out to the tight end. Really good concept there to get things going and use the tight end early.
Yeah, I mean, just such a great job on first down, setting up an easier second down. Understanding I don't always have to push the ball down the field, but see the tight end, make the throw. No, it's not a big gain, but makes life really easy on me on second down.
They'll leave it with him. And he won't quite get there, but boy, after that pickup, just a few inches to go for the first, an array of possibilities here. We've got a good one going here and looking forward to keeping those vibes going here in the second quarter. So they go back to work after the break, and it is third down. Tries to slither forward on the sneak.
And, David, on third and inches right there, that's often a decision the quarterback predetermines. Who's my best guard? That's the guy I'm going to try to get behind.
And I know that defensively, too, but I'm just trying to dive and create a pile, but it's so hard to stop that play. That's why you see it ran so successfully.
The Dogs back to the line on first down. Let's see if they keep leaning on this running game. On the move, it's Frazier. Had to work to pick up 3 down to the 33-yard line.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
They'll run play action. Buys a little time with his feet. Quarterback gets the first down. And he gets out of there and gets some yardage and gets down without taking any punishment.
It's just so hard to stop. There is no rhyme. There is no reason. He just scrambles around, makes people
matchups always elevate the pressure. Heart beats a little faster. It gets a little more intense. Particularly, that team across the field is a conference foe. And that's exactly what we have in this showdown coming up. Welcome to Sooner Nation and Gaylord Family Oklahoma Memorial Stadium. As we'll see, the winners of 3 straight, the Georgia Bulldogs, taking on the 14th ranked team in the land, the Oklahoma Sooners. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, can't wait to get this one started. Georgia about to kick it off to get us underway. On the move from inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Back to pass, it's Wegman. Just a bit of a misfire there as they can't make the connection. Love seeing these early season top 25 matchups. You can get a really good feel of how good these teams are, guys.
And the intensity is going to be big too, David, because the players, you know, on these teams, they've been thinking about...
And the seam on the left. The 40. The 20. He's at the... And he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Sooner! You want to make sure this Boomer Sooner crowd gets it going early. That is one way to get it done.
And we get to break out the Sooner schooner. The wagon gets to come out. Everybody gets jacked up. Everybody gets excited. Oklahoma has an electric atmosphere. And when these fans get involved early like this, good luck.
The returner will field it and try to do some business. This place is roaring, and it's going to be so hard to operate under these conditions. They're going to open this drive with a pass. Got him, and nobody's close. Racing down the left side. The 10. Touchdown, Dogs. He got loose, and it was lights out after that.
This offense is so good. Man, they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. He'll bring it out. It's Thomas. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. I'm not really sure what the thought process here is other than just trying to troll them by not running a play. And after the loss on that last one, an all-important second down play from the 12. And he just took a knee. I mean, so much for extending the play. He just quit on it. And the running game has collapsed so far on this drive, and now it's 3rd down. And down to a knee? I guess that's one option.
Well, just nothing doing on that last run, and they knew coming into this one they were going to be challenged, right? This is one of the best defenses in all of college football. For them to have any shot, they're going to have to do a lot better running the football.
Excellent coverage that time. Didn't give him any room to set up a big return. Well, so much for extending the play. He just quit on it and took a knee. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. And they'll take a knee. Now facing a 3rd and long. And for some inexplicable reason, he takes a knee.
And I really don't understand the play call. Palmer, like 3rd and long, and they're not trusting their quarterback. Does this say something about their quarterback moving forward? We'll get to that as the game progresses. But, man, I just think you got to trust your quarterback, and you got to pass the football on 3rd and long.
Blocked those heels at the 10 and didn't go backwards. He makes the fair catch there. And he takes a knee. If that's an option, it's a bad one. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. And he just took a knee. I mean, so much for extending the play. He just quit on it. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. And down to a knee. I guess that's one option. The Sooners will send out the punt unit. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. He just wanted to get it out of there from his end zone. Going to make sure he doesn't get a return on this one as the punt bounces out of bounds. And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. They had to punt it away on their last possession, but man, what great field position this time.
I mean, this is awesome. Like, last possession didn't go great. Now you're set up in an opportunity.
Breaks into the open.
What a run. Great speed, great vision, elusiveness, and David, he's tackled down close to the goal line.
Yeah, and this offense, when you can run the football like this, man, you will have success, especially in the red zone, trying to get touchdowns.
We have the early makings of a quarterback duel, as these stats will show you. They fought to a standstill in the 1st. Let's see who gets the edge early in the 2nd. First play of the period, 1st down here. Off the play fake on 1st down. To throw. Into the end zone. Can't make the grab as he was going for 6 right there.
Really good job by the defense. Understanding the quarterback got outside the pocket. Now I got to understand where he's at. Now the middle of the field starts to come towards where he's scrambling. The other side of the field comes to the middle of the field. Great job by the defense understanding the quarterback was pressed outside the pocket.
Quick timeout call by the offense after the play.
Timeout, Georgia.
It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a 1st without scoring. Looking downfield, it's Lagway. Using his legs to buy some time. Zings it complete to the right. That throw and catch gets them down to the 6, and the defense is running out of answers.
That's a good job by the drag route there, understanding its zone coverage. So instead of continuing to run across the field, he settles down into an open spot, making it easy for his quarterback.
In the gun, looking to throw on 3rd down. He's got it, and he will score.
Really nice job by the quarterback getting through his progression. He wanted to throw that football down the field, but nobody was open. He never forgot about his running back, running the swing route, spitting it out to the perimeter, and letting him do the rest for a touchdown.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Fielded in the end zone, it's Thomas. He stopped there, but a good return coming out of his own end zone gets it to the 28. The Sooner offense returns to the field. They didn't get much done the last time they had it. Had to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Wants to go up top. Under fire. The throw. Intercepted, and the defense has set him up. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover. All right, guys, so here's the offense back on the field again. We'll see if this offensive line is ready for the blitz. Looking for a man. It's Lagway. Finds his tight end. At the 20, he's got space. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks.
Well, I know the tight end did some good things after the catch, but got to give the quarterback credit, too, for the location of the throw. Because he put it out in front of his big man, he was able to make the catch and accelerate, creating some distance there between him and the defense.
The give to the tailback. He'll be brought down at the 5-yard line, and this defense is on its heels. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. They'll try to get the edge with the toss play here. Big-time play by the defense. He'll lose 4.
And that's exactly what you want to do as a defense, man. You want to get penetration and not let that tank get downhill. Because when he gets downhill at that weight and that size, it could be a problem for your defense. Get him before he gets started.
They'll turn to the Wildcat to keep this drive alive. On the direct snap, it's Brown. Now the pitch. Touchdown, Bulldogs! How about this back staying on track and getting it in on the option?
I think it's easy to say, run the option, run the option. Well, you've got to be able to see it quickly and make quick decisions. Nice job by the QB, getting the ball to his playmaker. He catches it. He can do the rest. Takes it to the house for 6.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. First play of the drive, wants to throw. Oh, and he just dropped it so close to his 2nd interception of the game. Instead, it'll be 2nd down.
His quarterback feels like he's spiraling a little bit right now. Of course, he threw the pick on the last drive. That last throw should have been picked off. Thanks to the defender dropping it, the offense is still on the field. And if you're this quarterback, you've got to settle yourself down. You better do it quickly.
And he's almost to that first down marker there, saying he's a little bit short. They might want to bring out the sticks and measure, but it looks as if he'll be just short of the first down. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
And the Sooners have it with a 1st and 10. Back to throw, it's Wegman. Caught in the backfield, it's Tatum. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. They'll try to kick it into overdrive. Clock's running, 2nd down coming. Looking to fire. Finds his man, it's Sategna. And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains. Offense rushing to the line of scrimmage. Clock is stopped for the first down. They'll try to get it off quickly. Got his man downfield. Turning it on. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down.
Man, on the defense, I got to find a way to get some more pressure on the quarterback or disrupt their timing and their rhythm. I can't give them these big chunk plays through the air. I got to be maybe a little bit more aggressive.
Touchdown, Oklahoma! Nice catch and good work afterwards to get it into the end zone.
And I tell you what, that passing touchdown, man, that should spark this whole team. Like, the comeback is more than on now. Like, they got the touchdown. They cut into the lead. You want to get a stop and go into the half, get all the juices, all the excitement, and be like, listen, the passing game's rolling. We got this. The comeback's in full effect.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. Leaves it with the back. Got to be smart, patient, great vision, uses all of that to get to the 29.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. Back to throw. It's Lagway. Not able to hook up there. Incomplete.
You know, the defense just hasn't seemed to quite have an answer. They've come close to interceptions like that one there, but they haven't registered any so far. They've given up a few touchdown passes. They're just not quite able to make the plays they need to against the passing scheme.
Sooner Nation bearing down on this offense on this huge third down play. From the gun, wants to pass. Here comes the heat. A strike downfield. Across the 50 and knocked out of bounds at the 48. And an explosive play gets this offense working. Third down, a lot of times it comes down to not necessarily who's the most open, who do you trust the most?
Yeah, it's not about the X's and the O's. It's about the Jimmys and the Joes. And when my guy's better than you and I get you matched up out wide and I know I trust you, I'm finding you.
It'll be a first down from the 49-yard line. Looking to throw on first down. Wide open downfield. He's down at the 27. They can stop the clock, and this is a first down. Georgia comes quickly to the line. To the air on first down. He'll throw it. That's reeled in. It's Humphries. Run out of bounds at about the 13-yard line, and that's where this offense will go back to work.
Well, this defense now is just getting gashed, and if you're the defensive coordinator, you might now want to think about being aggressive, changing up your play calls, and maybe breaking your own tendencies because you have got to stop this offense just marching down the field.
From the 14-yard line, it's 1st and 10. DB's right up on the receivers. They're in the red zone, and they'll pass it. Here he goes breaking the pocket. Took a shot as he threw.
I like the offensive idea here to try to change the launch point of the QB, but you got to do a better job protecting him because guys can't complete passes when they're getting hit.
Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Wants to throw. It's Lagway. Can't make the connection. The pressure there caused the missed timing.
Well, this defense knew they had a tall task playing against this Heisman caliber quarterback, and the best way to affect them is with pressure. They were able to hit him on that play, and that forced the incompletion.
This drive was clicking along, but after a couple of misfires, threatening to stall out on 3rd and 10. bootleg and rolling out. Got some room in under the goal line. And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Dogs!
And that's just a fantastic job of executing the two-minute type situation by this offense. Something you practice all week long for end of half and end of game. Quarterback, really nice job. Good job by the staff, too, getting the plays in quickly so they can get them to the line of scrimmage and get going. And them scoring that touchdown with seconds to go here in the first half, piling onto their lead, that gives them tremendous confidence heading into halftime.
And he takes this from inside the 5. And good work by the coverage team to get the return man down on the ground. They'll have just enough time to get one more snap before the half. They'll try it over the left side. And he's taken down after a short gain, and that'll do it for us here in the first half. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update. The Sooners will line up to kick off and start the second half. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. This Bulldog offense. They got plenty done through the air in the first half, and we'll see if they even need to look for balance as we start the third quarter.
Well, and I think defensively, you understand, like the running game isn't a big part of the plan. I wonder how they adjust and play more coverage to this pass-happy offense.
Yeah, so you're going to have to be ready if you're a quarterback then. You're probably going to see some different coverages. You might see a little bit more blitz in the second half as well, so you have to know where your answers are.
Back to throw, it's Flagway. Grabbed behind the line, it's Frazier. And that did not work. Defense smelled that one out from the beginning.
Well, the defense sniffed that screen out perfectly. All the D linemen, they were reading the body language of the offensive line. They knew something was up, and when the screen pass got thrown, they were right there to make the tackle.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. To pass. Bought a little time, lets it go. The short hands, it's Fleming.
That's a nice play on offense there. And how about the tight end getting out of his stance, working his way across the field, using his speed to clear the defense and make the catch.
The Sooner fans booming. A cacophony of noise at the Palace on the Perry on third down. Paul Dalmadale move the sticks as he picks up the first down.
Man, let's not make football hard. The quarterback sneak has worked, and it continues to work. Keep using it until they stop it on those short yardage plays.
The Bulldogs are on the move. Here's the handoff. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
Quarterback moving out of the pocket. Oh, he's got some space. He'll go out of bounds. They'll mark him down at the 31, and a big pickup on that one.
And this is the frustration in playing man-to-man coverage. All the guys on your defense are chasing their guys. They don't have vision on the quarterback, but he is such a good athlete. He notices it, he takes off, he chews up yards, and makes a big play.
On target to the left. And he'll be forced out of bounds, but not before yet another big play in this passing attack.
The defense has got to be able to make a play at some point here in the second half. You're down 2 possessions. You need to steal a possession badly. You need to have a takeaway. The coverage is going to have to be way tighter than on that last throw. Otherwise, this offense is just going to go up and down the field.
That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
Man, that D tackle is cat quick. He exploded out of his three-point stance, got immediately into the backfield, and was able to get that tackle for loss.
And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Georgia! No step back in week 3. They have been sharp as they extend the lead.
And you see the option being such a pain in the behind of the best programs in college football. When you got quarterbacks that have those multiple options, they're making you play very disciplined, and the QB takes it himself, gets in for the score.
And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Terrific showdown this week, guys. Let's take a look at what's going on. USC is currently ahead early in this one inside the Coliseum. But unlike the days of Reggie Bush and Matt Leinart, they just haven't been able to pull away. They're up by a field goal over Florida. We've got our eye on things here and everything else going on right now, and any updates, you'll see them here, guys.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Back to pass, it's Wegman. Flips it out on the screen. There he goes. He'll be stopped at the 27, but picks up 10 on that one. The Sooners come to the line in the hurry-up.
And I don't know if this defense knows what just hit them, because they gave up the completion, they gave up a first down, and now here's the offense back up at the line of scrimmage again, going tempo.
Almost intercepted. It'll fall incomplete. The defense almost came up with a turnover.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on first down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window way too small. The guy was not open, so that didn't have that chance to be complete.
Good call, good execution as they move the chains, and they have a first down at the 38. Use the play fake, now to throw. Missed his receiver there, it's incomplete.
Well, you can see the frustration on this guy's face. He's one of the best receivers in college football, and they knew coming into this game that he had to get touches, but you can't say enough about how good this defense has been defending him. They've always had an answer, whether it's single coverage, double coverage, man or zone. They have not let him go off, and that's a big reason why they're winning this game.
All kinds of time before he fires right. And it's incomplete, going for the massive explosive play instead. They're looking at a third down. And this offense just can't afford not to get the first down here. Already trailing big, and the clock is not their friend. And the defense, they've got him at the 27. If you had a DB on the bingo card for the first sack of the game, you win.
Man, and I've been here before, Reese. Like, I can hear the trash talk right now. Like, wait a minute. I got to cover everybody in the back end, and I'm going to get sacks? Like, hey, defensive line, you want to get me some sacks? Or I guess I'll do it myself.
He's got an open man. And the explosiveness, the big gainer, gets it to the 49-yard line.
That tells you a lot about their confidence in this quarterback. Fourth down early in the game on your own end, and you go for it, but when you make decisions and throws like that, it's easy to see why.
And that's a missed opportunity. I mean, he had him open. He could have thrown that football maybe with just a little bit more touch. He had plenty of mustard on it. You could see he threw a bullet. But sometimes when those guys are wide open, you see quarterbacks they try to aim it a little bit too much, and it'll come up short.
Grab near the sticks. It's Thomas. They get him down at the 34-yard line. Give him 15 yards on the pickup and a first down. Looking to throw, it's Wegman. Dumps it to the back. Got a man, it's Tatum. Brought down just outside the red zone. He moves the chains. It's at the 22. And this passing game has him calling Boomer and answering Sooner again.
And they're starting to get this crowd jacked up and this crowd riled up. And listen, they love their team. And, dude, think about all the success Oklahoma has had over the years. Different casts of characters. But one thing they always have, offensive success.
Unleashes one. He just missed the target on that one. Got to put it on his body.
The offense obviously trailing here in the second half. They're going to have to be able to throw the football effectively to come back in this game. But in order for that to happen, they have got to do a better job up front blocking.
And the Sooners come to the line on third and short, looking to keep this drive moving. grabbed over the middle. It's Sategna. And he'll take it in and house it. Touchdown Sooners! This dude is just slicing and dicing this defense into little tiny pieces.
Carving him up, completely comfortable, knows exactly what he's getting, had so much success today. You got to find a way to make these quarterbacks feel more uncomfortable.
Still a lot of time to go here in the third quarter, but they want the ball back right now with an onside kick. Looks as if the hands team will be able to recover the ball. So first play of the drive coming here from their own 49. They'll go to the ground. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
That's such a great physical play by the defense because this is one of the bigger, more physical running backs you'll see in the country. And we're used to seeing him push the pile the other direction. Not that time. It's the big guys up front on defense getting penetration. And they're sending him back for a tackle for loss.
Makes the grab. It's Humphries. They finally get to him, but what a play there to pick up the first down.
It's a nice play call there. You've got 2-possession lead. You're trying to keep the defense guessing, right? Because you've got that lead, they know you're going to run it, but you still have got to be able to sprinkle in some shot plays and some vertical throws. That was really, really good thinking on that last play call by the offense.
They'll give it to the back. Finds a crease at the 20. Touchdown, Bulldogs! And the punishment has been extended.
Man, what a nice touchdown run, and this is a team effort, right? It's got to start with the offensive line to give you that crease, and then the wide receivers start to kick in, and the running back, he handles the rest. Nice touchdown run.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Fielded in the end zone. It's Sategna. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. Opening play of this drive comes from the 12-yard line. Using his legs, it's Robinson. Not much there. They'll give him 1 to the 14. We've been treated to an aerial show by these two guys so far as you check out their numbers. One more period to go, and we'll see just how much fight they've got left in them. They had a chance to mull things over, and let's see how they start the final period here on second down. To the air, it's Wegman. Takes the easy one to the back. He'll get it out to the 25, not bothered at all being backed up, and they've got a first down.
And this defense has really done a good job containing this superstar quarterback. But now it's the big-time moment. In the fourth quarter, you know the ball's going to be in his hands.
He's going for a big play downfield. Pulls it in on the left. And he picks up a huge chunk of yards on that play before he's finally hauled down. The Sooners come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Wants to go up top on first down. Looking to scramble. Caught in the backfield, it's Tatum.
And defensively, this is exactly what you want, right? You got the big lead, so you can play big zone coverages. Just keep the ball in front of you. Keep your eye on the quarterback. Rally to the football. Gang tackle. And you're going to win this game.
Wants to throw again. Throws for the tight end. Makes the grab. This senior showed some serious arm strength firing that one in for the first down. The Sooners didn't start this drive with great field position, but they have moved methodically down the field. Grab near the marker. It's Haas. So close to that end zone. He can almost taste it, but it'll be first and goal for this offense. And the Sooners want to pick up the tempo. Calls his own number. Touchdown, Oklahoma! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
The defense knew coming into this game they were going to have their hands full. Not only did they have to worry about these running backs in the running game, they had to worry about the quarterback as well. On designed runs and on scrambles, they didn't have an answer for him right there.
He makes it in for the deuce, and now it's a 14-point game. If they're going to pull off this big rally, they'll need to get this one back. They line up for the onside kick. And a few anxious moments, but the hands team is able to fall on it. And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep piling it on until they find an answer.
Working well behind the sticks on second down. The give, and tick, 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 tick. And he's stuffed by that big defensive tackle up front.
Big third down for this defense. Listen, you've got to get the ball back. You know what they're doing. They're trying to run the football, but we need the clock to be on our side so our offense has some time. Got to make a stand right here on third down.
Sooner Nation bearing down on this offense on this huge third down play. Looking for a man. It's Lagway. Just too much heat that time, and they knock him down at the 31.
Pretty nice as a defense, right? When you can go nickel, put 5 DBs on the field and not have to blitz anyone, trusting your front four to get the job done on third down, and they do it right there, getting the sack.
We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and the clock is definitely on their side. They'll just try to run it out here. Georgia lining up to punt it away. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. They make the stop, but there is a penalty marker down. Let's see what the call is. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. So the offense keeps its drive alive thanks to the roughing the punter penalty. From the gun, the give, looking for room. And runs through another guy. They're ripping off chunks of yardage. They get it to the 33. They're just about to put this W in the books, guys. Comes against a ranked opponent, a team that most of us expected them to beat, and they were able to come through.
Yeah, but you're going to get challenged early in the season. It's fun to play other ranked teams and kind of see what you have. And this team kind of proven, like, listen, they're worth the ranking. They're probably going to continue to climb up the charts, handling their business early in the season against a pretty dang good team.
And I think at the end of the year, when the committee's meeting together and they're deciding which teams are going to reach the playoff, this is a game.
Breaks into the open. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down.
I think you have to like what you see if you're the coaching staff here. Your offense is on the field, and it looks like you got a pretty good drive going. You're just going to try and keep this thing marching, keep the clock ticking. You've got a really nice lead here late. Just want to find ways to keep the chains moving. They're doing that.
They'll try to get it in with the run. They weren't going to let him loose again after that big play. This time they knock him down behind the line.
Stopping the run is about physicality. It's about I'm bigger than you. I'm stronger than you up front. Really nice job by the defense, showing their strength, bowing up, stuffing the run.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. I know both of these teams were ranked, guys, but it really seemed as if they weren't on the same level in this game.
I think that was a pretty good statement game for these guys. I mean, you're ranked higher, you're more talented. A lot of people point to this game, possible upset, two really good teams. Jesse, they made it clear. There's only one really good team. It was them. They were the favorite, and they just made a point of it.
You're right. Not all ranked teams are created equal. One of these teams is a college football playoff contender. The other simply is not. And that demonstrated itself today. The higher-ranked team is a team with national championship aspirations. They've got so much talent. They look good today.
Thanks so much for spending some time with us. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.